Today we are going to be talking about the Etsy challenge. I've been posting in the group for a couple of days now that it's time to the challenge. A lot of you have been asking for it. I tried to do it, last year. Then we started to go into the Shopify. Then we go into other things, but it's time to do the challenge. Right now, Etsy is just getting hotter than ever. With Facebook ads not being as hot as they once were, because of the iOS 15 issues. It's getting a lot of people are moving into Etsy, and print-on-demand suppliers are finding ways to make Etsy work better and better and better every day. So we have a lot of options now. Options that when I launched the Etsy Beauty Secrets course about 2 years ago, we only have Printful, Guthan, and Printech, and T-Launch. You had a Shopify store, and the rest you had to do with the minor integrations with some coding and some APIs. It wasn't easy. Right now, we have over 8 different integrations and more that I don't pay attention to. But the options of what you can sell on Etsy are amazing. You can literally sell anything with print on demand right now on Etsy. That dinnerware, houseware, cookware, clothing, gifts, bags, tote bags. There's pretty much now a supplier that has them all. In the last week or so, a couple of weeks or so, a supplier, which I just added it up to the Etsy Beauty Labs, and I'm keeping it a little. The reason I'm saying the name is because people who pay for the course, they deserve to have a little advantage over the others to start doing this, that people who didn't do it. Eventually, I will talk about it, for free, and who is the supplier that has it. It's a known supplier. It's not big secret. The thing is, they are not advertising it. They didn't realize that they have a huge gold mine sitting there that is not being exploited by other, by sellers. Pretty much what you can do on Etsy today is, integrate, and the integration goes fully into customization. The customer places the order with a customization. You charge more because people are always willing to pay more money for customization. And when the order comes, the supplier gets the new design with the changes that that the customer asks for the design to be made, which is pretty amazing. Now, of course, this is used to add names and add families, stuff like that. But you are in the niche of families. They can add their family name, or you have kids products, they can add the kids name, you name it, right? And you into funnies, you can. What you allow to be printed in your product is entirely up to you. But it's one of those that is getting pretty cool. So that isn't the Etsy Beauty Labs. Sadly, I had to rename the course Etsy Beauty Secrets. You have Etsy Beauty Secrets. Literally just go inside your course, go to integrations, and in suppliers, you will find this training. I'm adding this supplier, I'm adding the new T-Launch integration, and I'm adding the new, and I'm adding another supplier there as well. So you want to be looking at more suppliers in that area. The reason I changed it is right now you go to Google and you Google Etsy Beauty Secrets, you're going to find pages over pages over pages over pages of Asian websites literally selling my course for, outdated versions of my course for like, $5, $15, $20. It's the quality is awful. Some of them are actually like transcribing them. They're using my name though and everything. And so at this point, I used to fight it for, at least once a month I would go and take down notices and they would remove it. But they were like hydras. I would cut one head, and 2 came out. So it was like these guys were just like telling me, yeah, you want me to remove from here? I'll put in these 2 more. At some point, my course was even on eBay, literally in eBay for auction. It was just nuts for literally like $15 starting price. So I said, it's time to rebrand it. They bring in my university, and Print-on-Demand Secrets didn't make sense. It was not aligned in branding. So we decided to start naming our courses Labs. Made more sense. So it's not the first course that you're going to be seeing if you own them to see names changes. A lot of these courses are going to be going through a name change to and changing the way they look to rebrand because we're rebranding the website. But you have it. You don't lose your content. You don't lose your access. We are not changing absolutely nothing in there. So if you go to your members area, the only difference that you're going to see is that instead of seeing, Etsy POD secrets, you're going to be seeing Etsy POD labs. So like right here, see Etsy POD labs. This is for me, Etsy POD secrets. So if you already have it, you don't need it. All this training has been added for you. And if you don't have it, the link is in the description of this video, and it's only $97 for this week. Because I'm relaunching it, I want people to have it for the challenge, and I may as well just do something that is complete. But other than that, every other course is like Etsy, like Shopify Success, and all this. These ones are going to start changing names as well. So I just wanted to let you know that. Now going to the challenge. The challenge is going to begin on Sunday. Sunday the 1st. On Sunday the 1st at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to go day 0. Day 0 is going to be a task. And, and whoever does the task is going to get some points. If you were in my previous challenge about a year or so ago on my other old disease group, this is going to be very, very similar. Okay, things are going to change. Suppliers, things are going to change. But the team is the same. Star Wars. I'm a Star Wars geek. Always be, and everything is going to be Star Wars team. So right now there is 2 sneaky tasks. Meaning, just to get momentum going, get people interested, and they give points. Whoever wins the most points for this challenge is going to win something big. Okay, depends on how many people get. Is decides the price, but minimum you're going to win a course. Maximum you're going to win. Some access to my mastermind or some one-on-one coaching sessions to help you with your store and get it going. So I'm gonna make it work. Your effort. I'm still looking for a sponsor, for this. See if we can make the prices a little bit better, and hopefully we can. So the point is to do that, right? Is to help you get your Etsy store going. The book. The Cracking the Etsy Code book is not mandatory, but it gives you points, right? So, and the reason is because I'm going to be giving you a lot of tasks to do that if you have the Etsy course, you will have it as well, because the Cracking the Etsy Codes is like watered down version of the course, way watered down version of the course. It's $17 versus $200, right? But it gives you everything you need to get at least started. And a lot of people want to get started. They struggle with the basics on how to get a store going. And the toughest decision for most people is the niche or general. It's the naming it, it's the branding it, it's the do I want a logo, do I don't want a logo, do I want a banner? The basic questions that to some people are common sense, to some others become, like the stopping point. So the challenge is going to help you get the branding going, get the store going, and start selling. You're a seasoned seller, you don't need the challenge. Okay, you're already selling, so you don't really need to be going to the challenge. It's not going to get you anything extra. We can do at a later date something more advanced if that's what you want. We can go into creating some difficult products and stuff like that, creating some combos, the mommy and me and stuff like that. We can go and do something very unique. But this is more to help people get started. Right now, it's the perfect timing. We're the 6th month of the year. Quarter second is finishing. We're about to jump into the third quarter, and before we know it, it's at quarter 4. Halloween, Thanksgiving, New and Christmas is here, and you pretty much only have about 2 to 3 months to get your store ready to go, right? So right now, I think it's the perfect timing to do so, to get your store going, add some products, season it, tweak it, learn what your customers want, pick your niche, whatnot, start creating some social media presence. A lot of things have changed because of the pandemic, right? Other than, people fighting over everything, is that a lot of people started buying online. and people that were very skeptical about buying things online have learned of the convenience. So a lot of the things are going to happen in the next years is now is that a lot of people are going to start going to more less and less to the stores and say, you know what, I can rely on the internet and buy things and and get them delivered on time. So it's something that is not here to live, and they're going to start buying more and more of the print on demand products. And but as print on demand evolves, customization becomes better, more welcome form of doing business. And that is what you want, right? You want to be always offering something that the others aren't offering. You want to start being unique. Um, Everybody wants to sell the same things. One of the most difficult things that I face coaching people that come from the Merch by Amazon community is that they want, for example, to sell the same products that Amazon sells. They Is what they want to sell, and it's difficult to get them into selling products like hats or pillow. Well, no, not they sell pillows, but pillows don't sell very well on merch, but sell very well on Etsy. Like right now, for example, what's the name of China just came out with watches. They're okay looking watch, but there is profit to be made, and use the fact that people can uh, laser etched the back, engrave them, and make him a very unique statement is more important than the appearance of the watch, right? People like to give these things. Now it has to fit in your store, and you have to find a way to sell them on Etsy. China keeps saying that they're going to have something for Etsy, and soon and soon and soon, and it never comes. So we don't know. Um, so right now it's gonna be that. So sneaky task number one is there. Is you just go to the announcements in the group. You have to be a member of the group. So the link is the links in the comments in case you haven't watched. The the challenge is gonna be strictly on the group. There is one that you have to subscribe to it to start getting points because we're gonna make a spreadsheet with everyone who has joined the challenge. Once we have that spreadsheet, we are going to start tabulating points. And by the end of the event, we are going to award whoever is in the first, second, and third place, right? And so every little thing and the reason why we do a sneaky tasks is because we could have pretty well said, okay, here's your 5 tasks Monday to Friday, and then everybody finishes them, and and when you finish the task, everybody ties. So it makes it very difficult to find a winner when like 100 people would participate and 25 finished the whole thing. So the reason why these challenges always have a sneaky task is that sometimes the tasks have nothing to do with the challenge, but they get award points to do tiebreakers. And these are the tiebreakers. Okay, so there's one that is, you say, by joining the challenge, you just get some points. Okay, you join the challenge, that's automatic. You get the points. You got the book, you get some points. The other one is if you have to enter the hashtags as I ask, okay, because we're gonna be searching for the hashtags later to tabulate the points. If you don't hashtag, I won't see your post. So it's gonna be very difficult for me to go over the post with the hashtags and not finding them. So you forget the hashtags. Make sure the hashtags are there. And I'm gonna make a post about this later. Okay, I just wanted to. So I know there's some people who prefer to watch these lives. So every task is gonna have a hashtag. Make sure that you do the hashtag when you finish. I know them are gonna be very nerdy, very Star Wars oriented. As I said, I want to keep it a little bit of fun. Um, so the second task is you're gonna get points for inviting people to the group and asking them to join the challenge. So people that they know you believe that are gonna they could take advantage of the challenge, invite them to join the group. When they join the group, tell them to go to that post, and when they do, they have to tag who invited them and the hashtag it's a trap. Once they do that, I know that I can give the referrer the points for inviting the person to join the group. Um, one of the main purposes of the group is because we want to grow the community. We want to engage the community. We want to make the group more engaging and more rewarding. So by asking you to help us invite members, we are working towards that goal. So it's I'll give you knowledge. You'll help me grow the community. Uh, the task we're gonna have probably another sneaky task, probably anywhere between tomorrow and Saturday. And then on Sunday, we're gonna have day zero. Day zero is just pretty much just the hello, Brad, how are you? The day zero, you're gonna have, like a basic task. We're gonna get started, and we're gonna start sharing the information. Uh, Monday is day one for the task, and everybody's gonna have the same one. It's gonna start with me going probably around 12 or 1 p.m. every day. And you can go ahead and do that. Brad, it's $97. I'm sorry, $97. You can buy it in either or. You go to the book, you can buy the book, and then the course is gonna be offered at 96. And you can go to the link to the book, the course, and you can buy the course for 97 or something. Something like that. But it's no more than $97. I don't remember, it's 96, 97. So, but I believe it's 97 because I like 97s. But it is something like that. But so on Monday, we're gonna get a task around 1 p.m. And as soon as you finish a task, you are gonna tag us and you wait for the next task. Okay. Now, at some point during the middle, we're gonna have a coaching group call where we are going to, most likely it's gonna be on a Wednesday, where we're gonna meet. We're gonna open it's gonna be on Zoom. Anybody who has belonged, so make sure. That's one of the reasons we're asking you to sign up, is because you give us your email so that we can send you the link for the Zoom, because we don't want people who are not participating in the challenge to go to the call. The call is not a sales pitch. It's more like you want to show me something in your store that you want to review. I'm going to be giving literally free coaching for 2 hours to whoever shows up. Okay, so it's going to be open microphone. Whoever asks the question. Now, I'm going to time it to no more than an hour or so. So it's about helping you get your store ready, anything you ask. So it's done. Then we go. The last task is going to be on Friday. Okay. Now, I know a lot of you probably work, are traveling, something happens. I know there's going to be some, designing here and there that we're going to work on. Don't worry about it. You have until Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time to complete all your tasks, including sneakies. You can do the sneakies at a later time if you want to. You just have to finish your tasks if you want to count, as completed, you do that on before Sunday. So literally we start on Sunday 1 p.m. We finish next Sunday again, at some point around 1 p.m. You submit them, and then Glo and I are gonna sit down. I'm gonna tabulate the points, and then we're gonna announce the winners on Monday. Okay, because we're gonna be having to go through a lot of different tasks, and we don't want to be going right now through task to task to task, because we understand that some of you are gonna be doing probably sneaky task 1 today, task 1 tomorrow, sneaky task 2 today, and then gonna go do task 4, and then come back to task 3. It's okay. Some of them are not required for you to follow step by step, but it will be very difficult for us to tabulate. So it's gonna take about a day for us to go through everybody who participated and go through every single post and see who finished their tasks. Some of these tasks are gonna require you to literally show us the work being done. Now, I know not all you're going to feel comfortable to make the post live, so you can share the post either with me or with Glo through chat. Okay, and then we can see if you actually did what we asked you to do. Okay, don't worry, we're not be asking anything difficult to make. Everything is designed for newcomers to start a store. Okay, it's newcomers or somebody who already has a store and is struggling and want to fix their branding or want to do something about it. We're gonna make it simple. We expect to have a lot of you to participate. As I said, this is free. You don't have to buy the book. The book is only going to give you, extra points. because it's going to make it easy. Also, it supports the group, on our time, and as you know, I have a staff, that they benefit from that, but you don't have to buy it. It's not mandatory. Okay. I do, Brad. I do have a couple of stores. I also have a Shopify store. Don't share my stores though, because the one I shared, it got completely copied, and it's not good business. So it's under you can find it. You will never find it. It's on an LLC company. It's under my one of my businesses, but I do have it, and people who know me, they have seen it, and people can vouch for me. You can ask any print on demand supplier, if they know me, and they will vouch for me. Um, but yes, I've been focusing a lot more on Etsy lately than I've been focusing on Shopify because of the ads and stuff like that. The income reports, Emma, it's something that people ask often. However, one of the things about e-commerce is that nothing you do can be duplicated ever. I can do study case, no problem. But you see, when you do print on demand and you today find a winner, and that winner makes you X amount of sales, and those X amount of sales drive your stores, and make you the money, and then a week later that store is gone. So they lose momentum. So, and every single time it's different. Okay. And e-commerce stores can be very successful today, and they can be very dead in 3 months. So you have to always be constantly modifying them, and constantly be on adding new products, and completely always looking for new products and new suppliers and new relations and stuff like that. So when you say that you make something and print on demand, and the next month you just don't make it, and then the next month you duplicate it, and so it's very kind of like difficult to show those numbers. But I'll see what I can do. Um, yeah, you will always find copycats. It's one of the big problems with having a store on any print on demand. All these tools that do research is nothing but this is the good seller, copy it, and people go copy it. So and that is why I really focus on customization, or products that require more work. I rarely ever sell T-shirts now. Everybody copies T-shirts, but very few people go and copy, a special diner wear. Very few people copy, baseball caps. I don't do baseball caps. I don't have a designer for embroidery, so I don't do them. But very few people copy, like jewelry that is very specific. Very few people copy, this like full sublimation products, because now that requires a lot more skill than just doing a 3500 by 4500. So what you do is you find products that aren't going to be lazy, and people don't copy you as often. Sadly, yes, t-shirts are very well, and they're easy to design, but the problem is when you have a t-shirt, everybody's like, oh, it's easy to copy. It's the same format. It can be used in anything. But when you go and do a full sublimation hoodie, then now it requires you to design every single aspect of the product, of the piece of clothing, like the sleeves and the hood and the pockets and everything. It gets more complicated. Yes, mugs sell very well on Etsy, but I rather don't sell white or black mugs. I sell the other type, the ones that have the painted inside. I forgot how they're called. Um, Printful, Printify, and T-Launch has them. Uh, I like to sell the camping mugs as well. And like, for example, a lot of people don't know this, but the Printful mugs, they are more expensive than any other supplier. They're extremely more expensive than a supplier. But what they don't know is that they're full sublimation. A lot of people go and put the t-shirt design on a Printful mug, and it's only like a little square. But what they don't know is that you can actually design the whole surrounding from top to bottom. You can actually make the mug be a different color. You design it completely correctly. So, and you can actually do something like stories around them, like different, you can do a back and forth and stuff like that. So a lot of people don't take that into consideration, and they only do like the lazy one that is back and front. um, I don't know them, to be honest. I don't know Jay and Dion's. I mean, I know who they are. I never follow them. To be honest with you, I do not know their success. I don't know what they teach. Um, 4,000 a year with Etsy, really? Uh, no, um, no, not at all. Hell no. I wouldn't be doing Etsy if I was making $4,000 a year. It would be a total waste of my time, and it would be extremely scammy of me to be trying to teach somebody to make a store to only make $4,000 a year. No, 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 no. Etsy Etsy brings me, anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 a month. Depends on the season and depends on whatever I am. When the masks came out, I had about a $25,000 a month. You selling blank masks on Etsy alone. I was spending $300 to $400 every day on ads. So for like a week or two, and then they stopped. They got flooded. But no, 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 no. Etsy, you know what you're doing in Etsy. Once you figure it out, the ads, you can make good money on Etsy. Etsy is an average of $4,000 to $5,000 a month a marketplace. You are used one store and you use consistently doing it. The problem with Etsy is that it's um, it's like having a little child. Um, when you have an Etsy store, like you go on Amazon, you create a product, you forget about it, and you move on, right? Nothing happens. And like, for example, my Merch by Amazon account in Amazon, I haven't done absolutely nothing for 2 years, and I still get a royalty every single month from the shirts that I uploaded about 3, 4 years ago. And I can touch and forget. Etsy is not very forgiving. If Jason Hoskin, you know him, he's a very good friend of mine. We have tested this, right? We have open stores, uploaded 100 products, and every day go and upload one or two, one or two, one or two, one or two, and we're like always there, tweaking, checking, analyzing. Sales go boom, 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 boom. Then we were like, okay, stop. We stop adding, we stop tweaking, and we let it, like, literally we do nothing with the store for 2 weeks, and our stores goes boo, die fast. Then we go again, work, 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 work. The sales go boom, 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 and it's like even the old products start selling. There's like, so we have, and there's something that is called the Etsy forums, where they have the developers forum, and everybody can join there. Just find for the Etsy forums, go and look for the developers forum, and that's where the people that Etsy work, and they tell you Etsy loves consistency. If you don't have consistency in the products, it's, they don't treat your store like a store. They just treat it as a hobby. So they actually want businesses in Etsy. So Etsy can be if you don't have the drive to at least be there 3 to 4 times a week, a couple hours, don't go into Etsy. You're never gonna make it. Okay. Also, you can have as little as 1 or 2 products, right? But they don't take you seriously. And this is a number that a lot of people vary, but it's a number that I got from the forums. I don't have this exact science to prove that I'm right, but this is from the forums that the developer says that Etsy doesn't treat a store as a store unless you have 50 listings. So it was one of the its employees. I took it for that. Some people say it's 30, some people say it's 70, some people say it's 150. But this is a number that they say, and I have seen it with my coaching students that yes, once they reach 50 and they have consistency, sales begins to happen. And when they stop doing work, yep, sales stop to plummet. So it's something to consider. You're going into Etsy is that you have to have a lot of consistency. So, and that is one of the bad habits that people that come from royalty-based companies is that they are used. Oh, we have a limits on how much we can upload. Okay, if we uploaded it, we come back in a week, and nothing has sold. Yeah, we will replace them. Yeah, in Etsy doesn't happen that way. It's about consistency. There is no such thing as passive income on print on demand. You know, uh, if I mean, and first, let me answer. Brad, I don't know about fruit. It's not my niche. It's not my expertise, but I would assume it is. I would assume there is market for it. But if that is your niche, I wouldn't be able to give you advice on that. I had never gone into the food niche, so I don't know how good it does, and I have never had a coaching student that is actually in that niche either. So I don't have a precise answer about the bananas. Yes, sorry, I will be lying to you if I tell you yes or no. Uh, no, you stop uploading, the sales die. It's not passive at all. Um, print. I mean, literally, print on demand is not passive at all. You think about it. You go to, like, for example, merch by Amazon. People say it's passive. It's a huge lie. A huge lie. When you are passive and you're uploading every single day to meet your quotas, you're not having passive. You're just being, obsessive, which is worse. When you have, a printables store, for example, you have to still go and look. Okay, how many people have clicked on this? How many people are doing this? Let me tweak the keywords. You know, the word passive, it's it's something that has been overly abused by um, gurus. Let's put it that way. They keep promoting that yes, this is passive, this is easy income. Just set it and forget it. Well, yes, you can, but you're gonna get what you did, right? I mean, uh, niches change. Interests change. Even somebody who likes, you know, uh, like, I don't know, a niche about guns, and let's say that first. I don't know why I came out of that one, but uh, today the phrase of the day is XYZ. In 3 weeks is gone. It's something else. The colors change, seasons change. Um, I don't I don't really know what a word guru actually means, to be honest with you. I'm a guy who sells and likes teaching people, and helping people open their stores. But this is not my main source of income. So I do not know if I am one or not. I guess that is up to you to decide if I won. I don't know. But if somebody tells you that print on demand is passive, is pretty much, lying. Because you have to always be uploading something new. You have to go on Etsy, and if you have an idea, on Etsy, every single listing has their statistics. Every single Etsy listing has statistics. How many people have clicked on it? How many people has viewed it? How many people, uh, you know, uh, you know, has purchased it? How many people put it in their cart but didn't buy it? something that you don't get in other marketplaces. And then it tells you all about your keywords. Which keyword which keyword brought you all the traffic, which keyword is the one that brought you the traffic and gave you conversions, which keyword gave you traffic and got you nothing. So, and those are the things that you have to pay attention to this, right? Now you're asking me to go very personal in there, but um, you know so if you want to take your store seriously, you have to go and constantly be looking at those keywords in every single one of those products to see if that the product specifically is even driving traffic. And when you go and look at the traffic, let's say you have a listing that got you about 5 sales about 3 months ago. Now you can go and look at the keywords and say, oh my god, I haven't got any clicks in the last deal. And it's like, okay, what do I do? Which keyword on my tag has never been clicked? And it tells you here, these are all your keywords, and these ones have never been, this one has never driven you any traffic. So now you know which ones you need to remove, and you need to be constantly updating the keywords so that they can be doing that. So, and that is the beauty. You have to be always changing them. I mean, it's a never ending, and that is what you want to use, like tools like eRank. I don't use eRank, to be honest. I use the more like gut feeling, but people like using eRank. I don't use any tool for research, to be honest with you. But I use GetBella to do all my modifications. I love GetBella. It's amazing. Well, I mean, Chris Green teaches merch by Amazon. Okay, and Chris Green is a good friend of mine. And by good friend of mine, I mean a guy. It's a guy that every time we meet, we have beer at night. Okay, so it's a very genuine guy. But he has his perspective of business, and I have my perspective of business. Okay, let's put it that way. We have very different approach to business. To him, it's about set it and forget it, and keep adding more, and that is the merch by Amazon formula, right? It's keep adding, keep adding, keep adding, keep adding, keep adding, keep adding, keep adding. I do not agree with the merch by Amazon formula. Even though I was a merch insider, I was inside the merch by Amazon facility, and I had a lot of advantages in there. It's a platform that I realized that it wasn't profitable because it was a lot of time involved for the returns and investment and for the little information that you were getting about yourselves. I'm a data-driven person. Okay, I like to see to where it is coming from and what is happening with my products. Are they being shown? Are they being clicked? Are they being is the advertisement money being doing something for me? And if they're not, then I don't renew them. Uh, so Etsy is not passive. I mean, it's not passive. I mean, you can make it passive, but you are not going to make money passively. Good money passively. Okay, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. I mean, you can set and forget, and yes, you're gonna get a sale here and there, but you're gonna get what you produce, right? I mean, you can expect to get a six-figure income, only putting in, minimum wage work. You have to put to work, and you're gonna get the money back. It's not as enslaving as having a full-time job, but you still have to really pay attention to your business. Okay, yeah, you guys are getting stuck in that topic. Does Jacob sell banana chocolates? I have no idea who Jacob. Yeah, I'm lost now. Etsy will never be passive. It's not because of the Karens. It's because it's the way Etsy works. Um, and customer service, I don't find it hard. I always find it, in any business you have, you're always going to have a difficult customer. I mean, um, and things are going to happen. I mean, and it's entirely up to you how you want to handle them. Uh, I mean, if I have the time, I will fight with the customer. Now, if I'm right, or I'm in one of those moods that I am not willing to let go, I'll fight with the customer. Otherwise, I say, yeah, you want the refund? Yeah, whatever, move on. I make enough margins on my sales for me to worry about dealing with a customer, and then I'm gonna have to deal with a bad review. Then I'm gonna deal with something else. So, and believe me, not a lot of people contact you. If you're truthful to your customers, you tell them the real expectations. I see a lot of people on Etsy lying about how fast they're gonna get the product. I always tell people this is not gonna be there in 3 days. Okay, I tell them it depends on my supplier, and I always stay on top of my suppliers and how the production is, and the what is the backlog and stuff like that. And like, I constantly start changing my delivery times, when so I never ship late, because I tell them upfront, this is going to take 15 days for you to get it. Don't be telling me that it's not there. I already know it's not there. I told you it was going to be there in 15 days. So, but a lot of people go and lie and say that we can ship it in 3 days, and guess what? In 5 days, the people are going to be saying, "Where is it?" And the problem is a lot of people don't know what they're selling. They don't know the process, how long it takes to print something, how and the curing time, and they don't know the packaging and how it's going to be shipped. They just assume that everything is fast, print on demand. It's got to be done the next day. Sometimes it takes days before it even gets into the production line. So it's about knowing your product. Well, right now it's Father's Day weekend. Right now people are buying for Father's Day. So I mean, there is always anomalies. We have Father's Day. We have also summer. A lot of people right now it's a great time to sell on Etsy, because a lot of people are going there. A lot of people are still not comfortable going to stores, and but right now a lot of states are opening, and we are going back to the beach and going back to the lakes and going back to stuff. So a lot of people right now are buying camping and are buying anything that they can take to go out of town for vacations, stuff like that. So right now sales are very, very high in terms of print on demand because of Father's Day and because of summer vacation. uh, a lot of these families, especially the ones with kids, they haven't been shopping for over a year, and all of the kids outgrew their clothes. So yes, we do that. I have used that word today, twice today. I don't know what worse. um, well, you have to mention that you own more than one store. Yes, you have to. Um, to be honest, I don't see the logic behind it, because they have your checking account. Honestly, my two stores, they have the same checking account, and I still have to make the announcement that I own both, which is very honestly, I don't understand that logic, because they know you own both. They allow you to use the same checking account, so it's I don't really understand why they do that. And to be honest, I have never known somebody whose store has been shut down for not doing it. It's an urban legend that they do. So I cannot say for sure that it's true. So, but because that is what the Etsy says that they're gonna do, I used to tell people to do it. But I never done anything. Etsy has a very good takedown department for that, and they take it very serious. Um, they are starting to see a lot of copycatting in there, and it's getting out of hand, sadly. So, and but they are still green in some areas. Um, but they will take down the copycats. You show them that you have them first. Yeah, that is what you're gonna get anywhere. You know, when you file a claim, they're gonna counter you. They're getting smarter. So when you're gonna make a claim, you better be sure that you have enough proof that is yours. Okay. To be honest with you, I never waste my time with copycats. The way I see it is, the design was $20. I went, listed it, made my money, had my good run, and even if I get copy, it's still gonna have a decent run for a little while until it completely dies. Um, I value my time very high because of well, how much I make per hour. So for me to be going and fight, it's gonna take hours of my day to fight, and I value my time a little higher than $100 an hour. So if it's gonna take me 8 hours to fight a copycat, it's gonna be $800 that I could have made anywhere else. And for me to make $800 from my design, that will require a hell lot of sales. So in my book, it's like move on. You got copied. You go and produce another design, and and for the 8 hours, $800 that your opportunity cost that you're wasting doing that, you can create 3, 4 more different winners, because the difference you have between you and the copycats is that you are creative. You have a good team behind you that can do a good design, and you will find another winner, fast. So I don't care, to be honest. I haven't disputed a copycat probably for since 2017. Um, it's just the way it is. Um, yes, Brad, I didn't see it in the TNCs the last time either, because actually somebody was asking me for that clarification about a month and a half ago, and I couldn't find it. But I had a screenshot somewhere of the old terms and conditions, and it was there. So I don't really know at this point. Um, the link in the course is there in the description of the video, Brad. But if not, you feel free to message me and I'll give it to you. Um, I don't. Let me see. I have it here. Okay. What did I do? Oh, it's here. Um, my designs. I have a designer in Philippines, a personal designer that is working for me full time. I also use Bexels. Um, Bexels gives me the Illustrator file for all the designs, and I just give my designer to make the changes that I need sometimes if I want to make something that they like. Um, I also have a designer in Mexico and one of the designers in Philippines that do all my printables. Uh, so I don't have to do that. So they do that for me. Um, and when I have a designer, if I want to do something more fancy, I have a designer in Colombia. Um, I have a designer in Bulgaria that I can refer you to if you want me to. But her style right now is not fitting my niches, because it's more like aquarella type of stuff. It's very girly. They look very well on mugs. You want to do flowers and things like that, or unicorns. They look very great, but it doesn't fit my niche. The course is $97 right now. It's on sale because I just rebranded it and I added a supplier. But yes, so going back to the challenge, I got completely sidetracked. The challenge begins this Sunday, 1 p.m. intergroup, and yes, we have the course has a private group though, but we have a free group if you want to join it. The link is also in the description of the video. Um, the challenge is going to be in that group. It starts on Sunday. It ends next Sunday. Whoever wins is going to get an amazing prize. Um, Most likely it's going to be 6 months access to my mastermind, which you get free coaching, free group coaching with that for 6 months. And, so, and there are going to be other prices, but everything depends at the end of the day, how many people subscribe to the challenge. The more people subscribes, the more prices I will give. I mean, it doesn't make sense I give like 10 prices and 20 people subscribe, right? I mean, but yes, the more people subscribe, the more prices I will give. But the prices will be announced on Sunday. Before it starts, people will know exactly the list of what they can win. Um, what's Billabits? Below? I don't know. But yes, if any of you have any questions, please message me on Facebook, and I will gladly answer them. If you guys are in the group watching this video, the sneaky post, sneaky task 1 and 2 should be pinned to the announcements. There is already about 25 points you could have won by now. You have done those, so those ones need to be done before Sunday. The not Sunday. What Sunday is it? Sunday the 6th is beginning begins. Sunday the 14th. Sunday the 13th. By 1 p.m. all the tasks have to be done. Yes, I'm the only one teaching the course, Brad. Um, so yes, if you have any questions, just message me. Okay, you tag somebody. Got it. Minute. Where's my Facebook? If you're watching on YouTube, that is my Facebook profile, so you can send me a friend request and we can chat. But yes, it's been going an hour. So if anybody has questions, just message me. But as again, the challenge is free to join, and we're gonna launch an Etsy store, and we're gonna help you get going and get everything done. Yeah, I love your glow. You're always making me things a lot better. I had no idea I could do that. Um, but I appreciate it. Yeah, yeah, thanks. um, so yes, Emma, my older group, it's gone. The one that had 5,000 members, it died, completely died. So I had to open a new one, and it has about 1,500 members right now. So we've been trying to, Glow and I've been trying to rebuild it for the past year or so. Uh, so yes, it's been a little tough losing a group that big, but we got to start again. But anyways, if anybody has questions, yeah, you can message me there. Thank you everybody for watching, and yeah, that's it. Okay. Good night.